Hi everyone, I'm Kanagaraj, faculty for agriculture. Currently, I teach agriculture option in Shankar Academy. In recent times, in our agriculture optional paper, calculation-based questions are being asked in paper 1. There are two major areas. One is weed science, another one is irrigation. Last year, there was some question from the irrigation, and this year they asked the weed science calculation. Already, I made one video regarding the irrigation calculation. So, what are the major themes and how to approach those areas? So, I will share that video here in this description. And we will discuss so in this video, we'll discuss about the weed science calculation. So before we will see the calculation, so the next batch for agriculture option going to start from 13th December. And we have fixed orientation and a demo class on coming Saturday, 6th December. So morning 9 to 11 a.m. So those who are interested to take agriculture optional, you can attend this demo session. After that, you can directly enroll for this course. So it's a common batch, okay? It's a hybrid batch for both online and offline students. So online students, you can enroll directly through the Shankar Academy website, or you can contact this number. And if you have any doubts regarding this optional batch, you can also contact me directly in this number. So it's a full course, it's not a crash course. So it will take nearly 4.5 to 5 months to complete the entire subject. So based on the recent trend in our agriculture optional, the questions are highly technical and they are focusing, so they are going in depth in our agri optional syllabus. So in this course, I will discuss every topic elaborately and I will explain the concepts very clearly for the technical area, particularly paper 2. And along this course, we'll get this comprehensive material. So this is a complete material for the entire course. You don't refer any other books, and these references are more than enough. So there are 6 books for both paper 1 and paper 2. So there are nearly 2,000 pages for the entire agri optional. So it's a single comprehensive material for the entire agri optional. So now we'll see the calculation. So there are 2 questions, okay? In 2019 also, they asked one question from the weed science area, from the weed index. And this year, they asked me this question is on the concept of weed control efficiency. So actually, these 2 questions are from a single topic. So the 2 calculation-based questions are from the topic called the herbicide efficacy. So what is the meaning efficacy? Efficiency. So when you apply herbicides in the field, how efficiently the herbicides are controlling the weeds. So to assess the herbicide efficacy, we use different formulas, we use different parameters. And so the questions are from these parameters and from these formulas. So we calculate based on 2 major parameters. One is how efficiently the herbicides are controlling the weed population, and another parameter, yield. Okay. So here the first 2 are the important parameters, weed control efficiency and the weed index. And then there are other formulas are there to measure the efficacy of herbicides, weed persistence index, herbicide efficiency index, and then weed management index. So for all these formula, there are only 2 categories. So one is we measure the yield of the croplands, and another one is okay, we measure the weed population. Right. So let's see one by one. So the first calculation in 2019, the 10-mark question. Calculate the weed index in wheat crop with the given information and draw inference. So here they have given 4 treatment: sulfur, sulfuron, isoprotron, 2,4-D and the weed-free condition. So it's a hand weeding. And they have given the grain yield and the dosage. So here, we have to apply the formula. So it's not a very complex mathematics. And one more thing, attempting these type of questions, the calculation based questions, so we can score maximum marks in this area. So out of 10 out of 10 or maybe 8 out of 10, it is possible from this area. And it's a very simple formula. So we can apply this formula, the weight index. So weight index formula. So here we measure the yield of the croplands. So yield under the weed-free condition and yield under the treatment. So yield under the weed-free condition into 100. So this is the formula. So yield under the weed-free condition minus yield under treatment divided by yield under the weed-free condition into 100. Okay, so this is the formula for the weed index. So just to calculate this, to answer this question, just you need the formula. So the yield under the weed-free condition, so under the hand weeding, so the field is completely weed-free, so we can take this value. So this is the yield of the croplands under the weed-free condition, 5,500 kg per hectare. Then yield under the treatment. So here the treatment means after giving treatment with any herbicides or any other weed control methods. So here we can take the herbicide application. So in the treated plot, so the treatment 1, sulfosulfuron, treatment 2, isoprotron, and treatment 3, 2,4-D. So we can apply these figures here. So we have to calculate for every herbicide. We have to calculate the weed index for every herbicide separately. So based on this, the weed index for sulfosulfuron, so 5,500 minus 5,200 divided by 5,500 into 100. Okay. Then for isoprotron, we have to apply the same formula. So 5,500 minus 5,000 divided by 5,500. So this is the weed-free condition. So yield under the weed-free condition minus yield after treatment. Here yield under the weed-free condition. Okay. So you need to calculate for every herbicide, right? So after calculating this value, you'll get some percentage, right? So here in the weed index, it's the gap between the yield of the croplands under the weed-free condition, then after treatment. Okay. So here one simple logic based on the given information, we can easily calculate the efficiency of a particular herbicide application. Okay. So by simply comparing the yield of the various treatments, so the weed-free condition is the most efficient, that is hand weeding, and the next most efficient, sulfosulfuron. Okay. So after weed-free condition, the hand weeding, here in this condition, the yield is very high. So next efficient, isoprotron, 5,000 kg per hectare. And the least efficient is 2,4-D, 4,500 kg per hectare, right? So simply by seeing these figures, you can easily find out which is more efficient. But the purpose of this question is whether you know the formula or not. And you have to calculate the percentage. Okay. And here, if the gap is minimum, the percentage will be lower. Okay. So if you calculate for the sulfosulfuron, the percentage will be lower. When the gap is more, so 5,500 with 4,500, when the gap is more, then you will get higher percentage. So here we have to be very careful because they ask one more point and they draw the inference. Okay. So how can we measure the efficiency? The efficacy is based on this formula, lower the index, higher the efficiency. So if the percentage is lower, then you can see the higher efficiency, right? So when the percentage is more, you'll get, so the efficiency will be low, okay? So this is inference you have to give, right? So you can calculate for this, okay, for all these, the 3 herbicides, and you can see the percentage, okay, right? And this year calculation, weed control efficiency. So for weed control efficiency, the formula is very simple. So what is the population? So here we calculate the weed population, not the yield. So weed population in the controlled plot. C means controlled plot. So weed population in the controlled plot, and the weed population after treatment divided by weed population in the controlled plot into 100. So this is a simple formula, right? So here controlled plot means unweeded condition. So in the weed science, in the calculation area, often we use the term control plot. Okay, control plot. So control plot means it is a unweeded condition. So what is the weed population in the unweeded condition, right? And then treatment after hand weeding or any herbicide application. Okay, so here we can use the same formula. So this value is fixed. Okay, so there is a 90. So under the unweeded situation, and the weed population perimeter square is 90 minus after treatment. So we have to calculate for all this, the A, B, C, and the hand weeding, right? So you have to work out for the remaining 4. So 90 minus 55 divided by 90 into 100. So what is the percentage? Okay. So we have to work out for all these figures. And here, when the percentage is higher, so unlike in the weed index, so here, when the percentage is higher, then it indicates that higher the efficiency. Okay. So when the percentage is more, the efficiency will be more, right? So this is the formula, right? So again, very simple calculation. So scoring is also very easy. If you know the formula, then we can easily we can score high marks in this area, right? So maybe in the next year, in the coming years, so these are the major formulas to assess the efficacy of herbicide. So from the weed science, the calculations are mostly from these topics. So you can also remember these formulas, right? So here the C means a control plot, T means a treatment. So you can note down these formulas and you can work out for all these areas. So I hope this video will be useful for you. So for the regular course, you can contact me or you can directly contact the academy. So the batch is going to start from next Saturday. Thank you.